Marcus, what's it been like stepping in without Trey?
It's a different experience because Trey's a great player. Just got to keep coming together and just keep working and just make him proud.
How would you describe this year on the offensive line?
Been ups and downs, not very consistent. Just need to continue to get better and just trust in our coaches.
Does it impact y'all's preparation as an offense when the quarterback situation's a little uncertain with Jarrett coming back or not coming back?
Well, I can't really talk about the quarterbacks. So I can talk from the offensive line perspective. We just have to protect both of them. So regardless of who's in there, we have to protect either one.
Marcus, we haven't had a chance to talk to you. Can you kind of walk us through what it was like sort of to go from not playing and not even practicing at left tackle to starting? And mentally, how do you handle that?
You just stay focused and just be prepared for anything, and just in like the back of your head, just know like it can always happen no matter what, and like taking the extra pass sets after practice at both left and right. And Coach Friend prepared me well during the summer and made sure I got it at right and left tackle.
Marcus, why do you think this team's been inconsistent? I mean, having games like Kentucky and Auburn and then games like Charlotte and last weekend, how do you explain kind of the two different teams it seems like show up?
It's really just our performance. Like if the O-line's not performing well, then the team's not going to perform well. So I can put it all on us.
How do you think you play?
I played all right, but nowhere near perfect or nowhere near the best of my abilities. I don't think the O-line has in general. We just need to really just get more consistent, stay on our man, make the calls, and just make our blocks.
The bowl bid state bragging rights at state, just how critical is this game for the program?
It's very important. When I was a freshman, when they were dancing on the field, it was pretty embarrassing, and I never want to feel that feeling again.
Has your perception of this rivalry changed throughout your time at Tennessee?
Yes, sir, it has, because I'm from Florida, so I wasn't really like familiar with it when I got here until my first game then, and I just like saw the velocity of the game and just like the speed of the game just changed completely when these two teams played.
What would it mean for you to get to a bowl game?
It would mean the world. It's just, and then also it's 15 extra practices to better ourselves as a team.
But it'd be nice to go to a bowl game.
Yeah,
practice,
of course.
Right?
Marcus, with the lack of execution that you guys have pointed to a lot of times, how much of that is missed assignments? How much of that is focus? How much of that is just getting beat in one-on-one?
Majority is just communication and assignments. I don't think anybody as a team has beat us just straight up like man-to-man, but if the assignments was bad, it might as well be just man-to-man.
Marcus, how tough is it to handle and just process the highs of the win over Kentucky and then going through what the team went through this past Saturday as it unfolded?
It's not hard because Coach Pruitt stays the same no matter what, so there's no really highs or lows because the staff is going to stay the same, so we're going to stay the same.
How would you describe Coach Friend?
A good coach. He's very focused on honing in on technique. We just have to trust him and just trust in what he's saying and do.
It seems like this staff, when they got here, they had almost, I don't want to say different priorities, but maybe different points of emphasis on the O-line. They said they want some bigger guys to do more power stuff. What kind of changes has your body gone through? Have you been a guy who's tried to put on weight, or especially more so the past, I guess, year or so?
Yeah, I was putting on weight, but that's just to play O-line in general in the SEC. It has nothing to do with their specific schemes. It was just, we were just undersized just to play for anywhere. So I feel like as like a group, it's just better for us to just keep gaining weight, and just helps with injuries, helps with being more physical, just helps with everything in general.
How much have you tried to put on? I know that you're a guy who, you came in as a guy who, you weren't 300 when you got here. I mean, how much work have you put into that, and how much more would you like to gain?
I'm at 295 right now, and I've just been trusting Coach Fitz, and then by the spring and by the end of winter, I want to be at 305. So just keep trusting Rachel in the nutrition station and keep trusting Coach Fitz in the weight room, and I'll get there.
How big of a difference is that, Coach Fitz, to previous strength and conditioning coaches? You guys have had a lot of turnover over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
How is the Coach Fitz and the staff different than the previous?
Everything's all pretty much the same, but Coach Fitz is a lot more intense, I can say that. And he focuses more on specific body parts to like specific position groups to make sure that we're developing in our position also as our bodies.
Did you watch the end of the Vanderbilt game after your guys' game?
No, sir, I didn't.
Any other questions?
And it's a bowl bid at stake for both teams. Do you like the fact it's kind of a winner-take-all situation, or does it make any difference to you?
It doesn't make a difference. We just need to come out and win.
Have you kind of gotten better at left tackle the last few weeks? Playing there consistently. How much have you progressed? Do you feel like over the last month or so?
I feel a lot more comfortable in my own head because I kind of used to think myself out of situations, but developing there and just keep playing there and just keep getting pass sets in, just keep getting tips and reminders from everybody that's played there, and just talking to certain people it's helped a lot.
You said the team inconsistency you think is it's because of the offensive line inconsistency, depending on that. What do you think is causing the line inconsistency?
Just communication and just trusting the scheme. We just need to communicate, get on the same page, and just learn how to just work as one, because if one of us messes up, we all mess up. One of us looks bad, we all look bad. So we just need to get on the same page and just work as all five as one.
Can you think of an example, a specific play where there was a miscommunication that kind of helped Missouri succeed?
Yeah, I've messed up multiple times in the Missouri game. I could have climbed up to the backboard and said I stayed heavy on the 3-tech, and then the linebacker made the play, so that's on me.
How much of has Trey Smith tried to help you guys out just mentally and coach you into plays here and there and techniques and stuff, or is he kind of just giving you guys some space?
He's given space, but as he's not trying to overwhelm people, but he does give his pointers because he is a great player. So he's played a lot against a lot of great players. So he just gave me little pointers on the sideline. He watched my footwork, watched my hands, and just gave me pointers on what to fix and to correct and just keep going.
Before you went back in the starting lineup, how tough was it earlier this year? A guy like you who's been used to playing mostly, was that first half of the season or so tough for you to, and how'd you kind of stay in it, I guess, to keep yourself ready and not get your head down about not starting?
I just stayed grounded and just knew when it does come, I need to be ready. So I get down, and then it do come, and then I'm looking crazy on the field because I wasn't prepared.
Thank you.
Good luck, Marcus.